And we welcome you to this Lithia Superstore game of the week. It's an 0-1 count on Armin Trout, who's at the 0-2 count. Let's make it. And that one's down low. You love these long names when you're trying to write it in a small space. Armin Trout is Brookings Harbor's DH on the day. And there's a grounder that's sent out to short, bobbled, and fired over to first, but late. So Armin Trout is on with the leadoff single. That'll bring up Shu. And we'll try to get more information to you as we go along about each of these players. He's the first baseman, and that's going to be popped up to left field. And right there to grab it is indeed the left fielder, so one away. Brookings Harbor is a really good team, as Deshaun will step in. He's their pitcher when Brookings Harbor takes the field. Out on the mound for is Lawrence for St. Mary's, and there's a steal. And taking second is Armin Trout. And so with one out, Armin Trout stands at second base, and Deshaun still has an 0-0 count on him. And a first pitch to him misses. Ball one. A long look by Lawrence back to second base. And he misses. And it goes to 2-1. Oh, now they made the scoreboard changes it to 3-0. There's strike one. So 3-1 count as we're just underway. Brookings, as we said, is a really good team. They're undefeated so far. Lawrence, a long look back to second, delivers a 3-1, and that's going to be lined out into center field. That's going to bring Armin Trout all the way around, and standing up at second base is going to be Deshaun. So just like that, Brookings Harbor has a run in, and we also have a pinch runner coming up. Deshaun pitching this afternoon, so they don't want him out there wearing himself out any more than he has to. That brings up McCollum, the catcher. And the first pitch is a low strike. The 0-1 count, again, long look by Lawrence. Get a runner on second. He had the tendency to take a long look, and that one misses outside. 1-1 is the count. The 1-1 misses upstairs. And the 1-1, or 2-1, is a strike. That'll even the count at 2-2. There's a foul back. They're a good offensive club. Talking about Brookings, they lead the league in runs scored. They're also a good pitching club. Still have a 2-2 strike on McCollum. That's going to be lined into left field. And that's going to get another run in as Deshaun will score from second base. And going to the second base on the throw is going to be McCollum. McCollum had a single, but when they threw it all the way home, he took off for second base. I'll bring up Berger. Andrew Berger. Get the right Berger up. We have two of them in a row. Andrew Berger at the plate. 2-0 game. We still only have one out. The first pitch to him is a strike. That's fouled back, and we're at 0-2. Again, a long look here by Lawrence, and that one misses. We're at 1-2. There's strike three. And that's a big out there as he gets Berger on strikes. And that will bring up Kyle Berger. There's the third out right there as they throw out Kyle Berger. So we will head now to the bottom of the first inning. As you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, you'll see that it now reads Brookings Harbor 2 and St. Mary's coming to bat. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
U.S. Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Presentation of TableRockSports.net. We head now to the bottom of the second inning, and it's a 2-0 lead for Brookings Harbor, who comes into this game 10-0. And I'm trying to see what I put down here for notes. Not seeing very good. So, these two teams met on Tuesday. And Brookings Harbor came out with the win. Leading it off will be Gomez, the second baseman for the St. Mary's Crusaders. And on the mound is Deshaun. And he'll miss with ball one. The next pitch is down low. And he misses with the next one. We go to 2-1. And Gomez will take the next one ball. 3-1. And he'll walk. So Gomez takes the leadoff walk. St. Mary's tries to get something going here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up Johnson. He'll look at ball one. A 1-0 to Johnson. Misses outside. 2-0. They take their time. That goes outside. Should be at 3-0. We just had 2-0, but scoreboard still says we're at 2-0. Adams is down low. I'll call that a strike. 2-1. Again, sometimes our vantage point is here at this field is such that we're not watching the umpire really carefully. There's a throw over. But Gomez is back. Long pause there. There's a swing and a miss. 2-2. They even out the count. There's another throw over. But again, Gomez is back pretty easily. There's a strike three call. And Johnson is down on strikes. Brings up Aldridge. Bo Aldridge playing third base today. And he'll look at ball one. So Deshaun having a little trouble getting things started here in this first inning, trying to find the plate. So far, though, Gomez remains at first with the leadoff single. That's down low, and we're at 2-0. There's a swing and a miss. 2-1 is the count. There's a high pop-up out to center field, and camping underneath that for the second out. Is K. Christensen. It's interesting. The Christensens hold down the outfield for Brookings Harbor, as Cal is in left field, K is in center field, and Kyle is in right field. Christensen's all. With two away, Haynes is going to step into the plate. Eli Haynes, the first baseman for St. Mary's. And he'll swing and miss at the first offering. 0-1. There's a one that's launched way out to left field, and circling underneath it and grabbing that one is going to be Cal Christensen, as that will end the inning. So no runs for St. Mary's, although they did get the lead off man on base. But they couldn't manage to do any more than that. We go to the bottom of the second inning. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. The John L. Scott scoreboard tells the story 2-0 in favor of Brookings Harbor, as the Bruins scored a couple in the top of the first. So Lauren's back out on the mound, and he will be facing, hold on here, Kyle Berger. We have lots of Bergers, and Christensen's, and Kyle Berger sends it into left field, and he'll be standing at first base with the leadoff single. That'll bring up Cal Christensen. As they all the Christensen's brothers hold down the bottom of the order. Probably tell where there's a throw over to first, or right in the flight path. There's a swing and a miss, and it's strike one. Squaring around to bunt is Cal. That gets away from the catcher and going down to second base. That was Cal Christensen. That's headed to second base. So Kyle Christensen lays down a bunt. They're going to throw it over to first, and they'll get him over there. But the sacrifice is going to move Cal all the way around to third base. So Kyle lays down the 1-3 sacrifice. And that'll bring up K. Christensen. He looks at strike one. And there's a drive out to left field. That'll score one run. And going around to second base, sliding in safely, is K. Christensen. But Cal comes around to score. And K. Christensen stands at second base. Well, maybe I'll call a double. I don't know if it's a true double or not. But I'm going to call it a double. So now it's a 3-0 ball game. And there's what bounces up to the plate. Kyle thinks about it, or Kay thinks about it, but stays, is Armin Trout is back up at the plate. He was there in the first inning. Came around to score after getting a single and stole second base. And came around and scored on Deshaun's double. That one bounces up there. Blocked nicely that time by Johnson. Armin Trout, that's going to get by Johnson. And Armin Trout's all the way over to third base. Or not Armin Trout, but K. Christensen. Armin Trout's at the plate. 2 away. K. Christensen standing over at third base, threatening again, but you got 2 outs now. And there's Armin Trout. He sends one down the left field line that stays fair. That's going to get another run in, and Armin Trout's going to get it all the way around to second base with a sliding double. So it's 4-0. Right now, Brookings Harbor is just playing second base. That's what they're doing. That brings up Shu. Flew out to left field the first time up. He'll take strike one. 4-0. It's kind of the way the games have went with Brookings Harbor for most teams. They're just the class of the league, according to Coach Aldridge this year. And there's a shot that's going to full go. That's going to stay fair all the way down to the left field wall. That's going to score one. It's cruising into second easily. Is Shue, but not before Armentrout crosses the plate. And makes it a 5-0 ball game. And at second base is Shue. And brings up Deshaun, the pitcher. He came around and scored. He had a double in the first inning. Scored the second run of that inning. And he sends this one high out to right field. No, going to fall under that is going to be Hamilton, the center fielder. But moving down to third base is going to be Shue. And that'll make it 2. Okay. I thought I was right the first time. The scoreboard said we had 2 out, and I think, well, I don't remember no second out, but there it is. We finally have it. As moving over to third is Deshaun. Or not Deshaun, but Shue. That brings up McCollum. And look at strike one. McCollum, the catcher, had a single. Got as far as second base. Took the second base on the throw. Lawrence misses with the 1-0 with the 0-1. It goes to 1-1. The 1-1 misses inside. 2-1. Fairly sunny day here in the Rogue Valley, Medford area, where we're at. And there's a fly ball lifted out to left field, and that'll be the final out of the inning. As getting under that one, that time for St. Mary's was Healy. But now we're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. And St. Mary's finds themselves in a little bit of trouble as we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. As they have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. It now reads Brookings Harbor 5, St. Mary's nothing. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation at TableRockSports.net.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed. From the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
We're back here at St. Mary's High School, and it's a 5-0 lead for Brookings Harbor. As we enter the bottom of the second inning, and leading it off will be Shunk. I'd like to, I got my book upside down, so I won't do anything, I guess, until I get my book straightened out here. I'd like to welcome you, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions. It's in partnership with our local schools. Welcome, this is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And we're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Medford School District and our participating community business partners. The sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy, so let them know you appreciate their support. You can also support Table Rock Sports by going to the YouTube channel, searching for Table Rock Sports, and then clicking on the red subscribe button. So Shunk, the right fielder, leads it off, and he will look at strike one. There's a swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2. And Deshaun's mission has been made easy for him, as all he has to do now is just stand back and throw strikes. Let his fielders do the work. With a huge 5-0 lead, there's a foul. Out of play, will remain at 0-2. Gomez in the first got on with a base on balls for the Crusaders, but then it was just 3 outs in a row right there, a strikeout and 2 fly balls out to the outfield. And Shunk fouls another one away. So Sam Shunk standing in there with an 0-2 count, trying to get something going. And he'll swing and miss. And that'll be the first out. That brings up Lawrence. Lawrence is pitching this afternoon. And he looks at ball 1-0. Wouldn't say Deshaun has been particularly sharp this afternoon, but he's been good enough, which is, coaches will tell you, is about all that matters. There's a foul out of play. We'll move to a 1-1 count. The 1-1, again fouled out of play. 1-2. There's a grounder. It's going to be sent out to shortstop. Fire right over to first, and there's another out. Scooping that up nicely for Brookings Harbor. Well, they have a DH, so I don't know who's have to get the number of. That was Armentrout that's playing shortstop. Hamilton at the plate with 2 down now. And he looks at strike 1. That's the first pitch from Deshaun. Is over the plate. And that's strike 2. Deshaun misses way up high. 1-2. There's. Nope, didn't give it. I thought it was strike 3, but the umpire said no. 2-2. Brookings Harbor was ready to leave the field. They were so confident. Here comes the 2-2 from Deshaun. Low. 3-2. That's down low, and they're going to make it a walk for Hamilton. Russo will step in with 2 outs and 1 on. And Russo will swing and miss the first offering from Deshaun. That one's way up high. 1-1. I tell you, we're looking at the back side of Sam Shue. He's a tall boy from the looks of it. He plays first base. There's another one that misses. It goes to strike 2, 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Swing and a miss. And that will end the inning. So, we head now to the top of the 3rd inning. And as we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, as we head there, we see that it now reads Brookings 5, St. Mary's nothing. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, God! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. Presentation at TableRockSports.net. Trying to find my cursor here in the sun. A little tricky. 5-0. Brookings Harbor out on top as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. And a new pitcher on the mound as Russo will step up and do the pitching now. If I can get my paper to hold still. Grant Russo is on the mound. And I got to figure out where Lawrence went. Looks like Lawrence is now at shortstop. Let me see if I get all my numbers right. That's indeed where he's at. And Bo Aldridge has moved over to 3rd base, as Russo started out the game at 3rd base. So on the mound, as he'll face Alan Berger. I got that right? I want to make sure I got it right. Andrew Berger, excuse me. And he looks at ball one from Russo. He's going to foul this one up, and Haynes gives it a little bit of a chase, but it's way out of bounds, way out of play. He fouls another one away. 1-2. Of course, Russo's job is only one task, and that is hold the fort. Keep Brookings Harbor from getting around to score so that St. Mary's can get going here. Allen misses way high, though. 2-2. Strike 3 called. And Berger is down on strikes. So that brings up Kyle Berger. Christensen's for Brookings Harbor hold down the outfield, but the Bergers hold down the infield for the Bruins. Second base and third base. This is the second baseman fouling it off. And we'll go to an 0-1 count. That misses inside. 1-1. That's down low. 2-1. Sun is shining our way just enough to make the eyes squint. Not really a problem, but that one goes to 3-1. Bounces away. Russo off the mound and now back up. There's ball 4. That brings up Cal Christensen. The last inning, he was up. He came all the way around to score. There's a one sent into left field, but coming up with it quickly is Healy. And that'll hold Kyle Berger to second base. But Kyle Christensen stands at first. So first and second with one out. Now it's Kyle Christensen. And he'll take strike 1. The only out of the inning so far is when Andrew Berger struck out. Our papers are starting to blow around here in the wind. There's a fly ball that's lifted up. No, it's going to be a pop-up taken by Haynes. It is. And Haynes has it in his glove. And everybody will stay put. Brings up Kay Christensen. He came around and scored just in the last inning. He was had a double. There's a swing and a miss. Brookings Harbor got into this. Let's all do doubles. I tell you, at the second inning there for a little bit, and the next pitch misses down low. We go to 1-1. The 1-1 misses. 2-1. So with 2 outs, Russo looking for a big out right here to keep the score where it is. There's a swing and a miss, throw over to third, and in there. With the stolen base is Kyle Berger. Well, that changes the complexion just a little bit, as now it's a first and third situation. And there goes a runner again, foul, and they'll send him back. Kyle Christensen took off for second, but the pitch was fouled away, so he'll go back, and Kay Christensen will step back onto the plate again. There's misses. The count goes to 2-2. And there goes Christensen again. This time he makes it. So Kyle Christensen takes second. Not that St. Mary's really even bothered to challenge. I don't think he gets credit for a stolen base. And Kay Christensen, I'll take that back. He doesn't have to worry about a stolen base walked. And so now the bases are loaded. And Armentrout is at the plate, and he looks at strike one. Now you have a bit of a jam, even if you do have 2 outs. Bases loaded for the Bruins. And there's a pitch that gets all the way across, and coming in to score, that's going to be Kyle Berger. And everybody advanced 90 feet. And there's a pop-up, and Haynes will take it to end the inning. So, we head to the bottom of the third as we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. You'll find offices for John L. Scott in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. The scoreboard reads, Brookings Harbor 6, St. Mary's nothing. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation at TableRockSports.net.
In our store is that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
it takes meticulous planning. Continuous monitoring. And forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation at TableRockSports.net. The John L. Scott scoreboard tells the story as it's Brookings Harbors 6 and St. Mary's nothing as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Sports leagues and activities for the entire family are coming your way from the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. And it's time now to sign up for summer fun. Go to playmedford.com where you'll find the Coach Pistol Softball Camp July 12th through the 14th, led by the SOU National Champion coach and players. You'll also find junior golf lessons and USTA youth tennis programs, along with all your other favorites. Visit playmedford.com to register today. So Deshaun goes back out at the mound, pitching the shutout, and at the plate is Healy. He'll take strike one. And that one misses. 1-1 count. And there's a line shot into left field. And Healy will take the turn and stop. And he's at first base with the leadoff single. Back to the top of the order, and Gomez. Healy with a short lead. Strike one to Gomez. Gomez walked his first time up, but they weren't able to get him any further than first base. And that one misses. 1-1 as Deshaun was able to set the next three batters down in order. And there's a throw over. But Healy is back pretty easily. There's a pop-up, but out of play. Deshaun slows down quite a bit when there's a base runner on. There goes Healy. And that one's he's going to be in there with the stolen base. Pitch was down in the dirt. Catcher really didn't have much of a chance on that one. Should be a 1-1 count. It's not what the scoreboard reflects, but it should be a 1-1 count, as everything is blowing everywhere all of a sudden. And Gomez takes another pitch for a ball. 2-1 is the way I have the count. That misses. They say it's just ball two. There is no one. So 2-0. And misses. 3-0. So Deshaun is in danger of walking Gomez again. Strike. That'll run it full. That's down low, and he'll walk one more time. Sorry, that's Johnson that walked. Well, I'm not sure what happened there to Mr. Gomez. He's not on base, so not sure. Aha, now we have an out. I believe Gomez must have struck out. I think that's what happened. We're doing too many things. That brings up Aldridge, though. See what Bo Aldridge can do following the conference out at the mound. First and second for St. Mary's. Healy stands at second base. Johnson's on at first. Aldridge at the plate with one out. And Aldridge launches one out there. Right there is Christensen, and he'll drive everybody back. That was Kyle Christensen, and caught that one easily and got it back in quickly. There's two down. That'll bring up Eli Haynes. First baseman for the Crusaders flew out to center field. Another Christensen, if you will. Kay Christensen roams in center field. So still two on, but now two out. And way upstairs is the first offering to Christensen, or to Haynes. We go to 1-0. That one misses. 2-0. Haynes looking to extend the inning as there are two out and two on. There's a foul. Caught. It turns out to be just a little pop-up that's coming in to get that quickly was Deshaun. So we head now to the top of the fourth. And as we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, it now reads, as it comes up, it now reads, Brookings Harbor 6, St. Mary's nothing. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation to TableRockSports.net.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. We are at St. Mary's High School. Doubleheader action here as Brookings Harbor is in town today. And Brookings Harbor, an undefeated team. Now looking to stay that way by the time They leave the ballpark this afternoon, and they have the 6-0 lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Leading things off will be Shue as we begin the fourth inning. And he'll send a grounder out to Lawrence. Lawrence fires over to Haynes, and there's one away. That brings up the pitcher, Deshaun. Rizzo on the mound, taking over for Lawrence. Lawrence went 2 innings. That one's upstairs. The 1-0 misses, moving the count to 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1. That misses. 3-1. Russo out on the mound, just trying to keep this game close and let St. Mary's maybe have a chance. And the 3-0 misses. And Deshaun will draw the walk. Brookings Radio is here today. Old veteran sitting down there just a ways from me. And all of you Brookings fans that may be listening on Table Rock Sports, welcome. It's good to have you on board for this game. We'll be doing the second one. So doubleheader action on TableRockSports.net today. There's a strike to McCullum. McCullum takes the next one for ball 1. So we're even at 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. There's a slap foul. We've had some more changes made as Johnson, who started out the catcher, is now out at third base. I think Aldridge has moved to catching. There's a slap out to Lawrence. Lawrence will get it to Gomez. Gomez fires over to Haynes, but not on time. So it was actually Andrew Berger at the plate. And he's on by means of a fielder's choice. McCullum was the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Kyle Berger. Andrew Berger stands at Well, they got a pitch runner for Andrew Berger. Kyle Berger is at the plate. The pinch runner is Brian Remington. There's a shot out to left field. That's going to fall and get over the head of Healy. And Healy's going to pick it up, but not before Remington gets around to third base. So, Remington all the way around to third. No, I did this wrong. McCollum was pinch ran for. I had it right the first time. And Anthony Berger is standing at first base. Now it's Andrew Berger. And now it's Kyle Berger at the plate. I'm messing up my own scorecard. That's a 2-0 count already to Kyle Berger. And back is Andrew Berger. Russo trying to get the final out here. It's a 2-0 count, though. First and third with 2 down. There's a swing and a foul. That'll make it 2-1. Everybody will hold. And there goes Berger. And there's a pop-up shortstop way. Lawrence has it. And that will end the inning. So, we'll take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. And as we do, we see as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, it's now Brookings Harbor 6, St. Mary's nothing. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation to Table
At Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford, we've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler Jeep Dodge and, of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. That's a 6-0 lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard for Brookings Harbor as we head to the bottom of inning number 4. Shunk, Lawrence, and Hamilton all scheduled to bat here in this bottom half. Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue at Medford. Hope you're enjoying today's game. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to learn how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can help your vision needs. So here we go. Shunk will step in and lead things off for the Crusaders. Still looking for their first run. There's a foul down the right baseline. Shunk will trot back, pick up the bat, and we'll do it all over again. Not too many teams have taken this Brookings Harbor club to the 7th inning this year. We'll see if St. Mary's can get it done. Taking them through 4. There's a strike called, and we're at 0-2. That bounces up to the plate. 1-2. I think if I remember right, and I'm doing this right off the top of my head, I'm not looking, but I think that South Umpqua is the only team that maybe has taken them 7. There may have been one other team, and I think South Umpqua only did it 1 out of the 3. There's strike 3, and Shunk is down on strikes. Lawrence steps in. Plays shortstop now. Started out on the mound. And that bounces up there. 1-0. Another one bounces in low. 2-0. It was interesting being in Grants Pass a few days ago. They have a artificial turf field, even on the infield. So you can't tell really when the ball bounces into the dirt. Here it scuffs up a lot of dirt. There's one that swung on and belted clear back to right field, but Christensen is there and has it. Just becomes a long fly ball as Cal Christensen got under that one quickly. Hamilton will be at bat. Walked. Been on base both times that he's been up there, but only managed to get to first and no further. 2 away, base is empty, and Hamilton takes ball 1. There's strike 1. And speaking of Grants Pass, we'll see Grants Pass tomorrow, as they will be visiting at North Medford High School. That one's down low. 2-1. There's a foul. Hamilton just getting a piece of that one, is reaching out over the plate. Fouled it down the first base side. It goes 2-2. That misses. 3-2. Three-two. Strike 3 called. And Hamilton is down on strikes. So we'll take ourselves now to the top of the 5th inning. And we'll look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. You'll find that they have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. As we do, we see that it's Brookings Harbor 6, St. Mary's nothing. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
In RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone. Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school to Phoenix and Talent because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned and family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. And leading it off for Brookings Harbor is Kyle Christensen. And he took ball 1, and there he looks at ball 2. So here in the 5th, it's a 6-0 lead for the Bruins over the Crusaders. There's a ground ball. It's going to be taken by Lawrence, and he'll fire over to Haynes. It isn't going to get there. It gets past Haynes, but that's not going to do Kyle Christensen much good, as he's at first base. I'll be nice. I'm going to give him a hit because I think he would have made it anyway. I'm an unofficial scorekeeper, so it doesn't really make any difference what I think. Kyle Christensen now. He's going to bunt, and he lays down a good bunt. It's going to be taken by Russo. Russo fires to Haynes. Got it. But that did do the job. And standing down at second base now is Kyle Christensen. And the sacrifice by Kyle, the 1-3 sacrifice in this case, works beautifully. Here comes K. Christensen. And he's going to threaten to bunt, but he pulled it back. He'll look at ball 1. See if he squares off again to bunt. Nope. And this time he just swings, and it's going to get past Johnson out into the left field, but they're going to hold him to a single. I'm just a little leery there for a moment because it looked like maybe he was going to take off on the fly, but they're going to hold him to the single. But getting over to third base now is Kyle Christensen, and it's first and third with only one out. That brings up Armentrout. Seems like he's been up every inning. He really has, except the last one. And that one misses. Ball 1. He was up in the first inning and came around and scored. He was up in the second inning, came around and scored. Popped up to the first baseman, Haynes, in the third inning. Fourth inning, he sat on the bench. But here he is again in the 5th. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Russo's done a good job. He's only allowed 1 run. He's now in his third inning of work. Swing and a miss. And we are at 1-2. But he does have a little bit of jam to work out of right now. He has first and third and only one out. That bounces up there, and that's going to go all the way to the backstop. Even though Russo covers home plate, it's going to move everybody up 90 feet, and that will score Kyle Christensen. And that makes it a 7-0 ball game. And Kay Christensen stands over there at second base. Armentrout is walked. They decided they want nothing to do with him. And that's going to bring up quite possibly a pitching change. Definitely a conference at the mound, so we'll have to wait and see what this results in. Table Rock Sports says thank you to over 100 new YouTube subscribers this spring. It helps us keep the game going. Go to youtube.com, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button if you would like to join the team. And Table Rock Sports thanks you. No pitching change. Just a bit of a talk. First and second, one out. It's a 7-0 ball game. Here's a bunt. Nope. Shoe showed a bunt, but he took it back. Oh and 1. It was called a strike. Russo fires the 0-1. Misses outside, 1-1. That's way outside. 2-1. There's a strike right down the middle. 2-2. This would be a big out if Russo could get a strikeout right here, or simple pop-up, something like that. The 2-2 misses, and taking off for third base is going to be Kay Christensen, and the ball gets by Johnson, and Christensen will come on in to score. So the double steal results in Armentrout moving over to second base. And Shoe is still at the plate. It's an 8-0 game. And Shoe launches one. The left field, but it's hooking. Foul. Still only one away. Russo comes set. Swung on. Russo takes it off the mound. Fires over to Haynes. Got it. And that will end the inning. Nope. I'm sorry. I'm ahead of myself. That will give us 2 outs. And Armentrout is over at third base. So Russo still needs one more out. That's in the form of Deshaun, he hopes, the pitcher for the Bruins. Deshaun bounces one to Johnson. Johnson fires across the diamond. Yes. And the 6-3 put out, or the 5-3 put out, is the third out of the inning. So, we take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. And as we do here, we note that it's now, as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, that it's now Brookings Harbor 8, St. Mary's nothing.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Welcome back to St. Mary's High School in Medford, Oregon. As you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, and you note that it reads 8-0 in favor of the Brookings Harbor Bruins. And you know, it is our sponsors who make this live high school athletic action available for you, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. Also, thanks to Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, our presenting sponsor with 7 locations to serve you. Russo will lead it off for the Crusaders, needing lots and lots of base runners here in the bottom of the fifth. Deshaun still on the mound with the shutout going. There's a swing and a miss. Deshaun hasn't been overpowering, although he does have like about 6 strikeouts. There's a swing and a miss. And Russo's in the hole. 2-0. Or make that 0-2. He's in the hole. We'll get that right yet. 0-2. And that one's upstairs. 1-2. Seven strikeouts for Deshaun. And he's walked 1. And there's a strikeout by Russo. So he leads off the fifth with the 8th strikeout by Deshaun. And here comes Healy. He's walked 1 batter, 2 batters by my unofficial count. There's strike 1. He's probably been a little more overpowering than it looks, but 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, no runs. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2, the count to Healy. That's upstairs. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Oh, nope, foul. My mistake, foul. That's upstairs, 2-2. And there's a swing and a miss. That'll be the second strikeout of the inning. That brings up Gomez. 9 strikeouts by Deshaun. It's getting to be a dominating performance. If you can get 10 strikeouts in a game, you've done well. There's strike one to Gomez. There's a bouncer right to Shu. Shu takes it to the base himself, and it's a 3 unassisted put out. And so we'll now quickly go to the oh, I lost my stuff here. Hold on a second here. Didn't want to come back with me. We'll now go to the top of the 6th inning. As we do, we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, and it reads that it's Brookings Harbor 8 and St. Mary's nothing. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation at TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Hello and welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. I think as we took off here, I implied that we were headed down to the bottom of the 6th. We're not, though. We're headed to the top of the 6th, and leading it off quickly is going to be Christensen, and he's in at second base. Am I right about that? No. It's number 20, McCullum. So McCullum leads it off with a double. And that brings up Berger, Andrew Berger. He will look at ball 1. Andrew Berger has struck out. It was on by means of a fielder's choice. Russo looking back. Nope, misses. 2-0. That's going to be a shot into left center field. That'll go all the way to the wall. McCullum's going to come around and score. And standing at second base easily is going to be Andrew Berger. And so Brookings Harbor sticks another one on the board. It's now 9-0, and standing at second base is Andrew Berger with a double to the left center field wall. And that might be the sign of a pitching change. It is. So we'll take a quick timeout as we look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, and we see that it reads at this point 9-0 in favor of Brookings Harbor.
The Navy for 4 years. I went in for education, employment, and travel, and the Navy gave me all of that. I have medical appointments out of the VA Dome. It's a big blessing to us veterans to have transportation, to be able to get out into the community and get involved. I have a cart and do my grocery shopping. When it's loaded, they lower the ramp for me so I can get it on the bus. Now more than ever, I think RVTD is the bus company with a heart.
Got it. Yep, 10 does it. Well, welcome back to the St. Mary's High School and the Lithia Superstore game of the week. We're just discussing as we're getting very close to the 10-run rule here today. And we're discussing how that was going to work out. On the mound, Eli Haynes will be taking over. I would imagine the way they're lining up here, what's going to happen is Johnson's going to go from third base to first. Gomez will go from third base to second. Russo will probably go back to third base, and that would make Lawrence back at shortstop. Or something strange like that. We'll see how they line up here when they get done with what they're doing. However, they're just about ready to do it. Today's game is brought in part to you by Avista Utilities and our friends from My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunching your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. So indeed, Johnson is at first. Gomez is at short, or at second base. I believe it's Lawrence at shortstop, and Russo's back over at third. From our vantage point, can't quite tell that that's really what's what. But Kyle Berger is at the plate, and he strikes, swings and misses at the first offering from Haynes, and it's an 0-1. The 0-1 is a bouncer, sent the shortstop away. Lawrence has it. No, he's not going to get anybody. As Berger has the hit. And getting over to third base was Andrew Berger. And Lawrence got nobody. The ball was carrying him towards third base. He tried to get Berger and tag him, but was unable to do so. 9-0. And while we have first and third and nobody out. And Haynes misses ball one. This is Kyle Christensen at the plate. Here in the sixth. Swing and a miss. There's a fake to third and then over to first. But Andrew Berger would have none of it. He's back easily. That misses. 2-1. Nine nothing. As St. Mary's trying to get this closed down. There's a foul back. 2-2. The 2-2 is swung on and sent out to left field. No, Lawrence is going to take it and throw it home. And staying at third base, unbelievably enough, is Andrew Berger. Probably had plenty of time to get home. But that's one away. That brings up Kyle Christensen. There's a throw over. Back easily was Andrew Berger. Or make that Kyle Berger. There's a throw back down to first. But again, Berger is back. The count's 1-0 as the pitch missed. The 1-0 down in the dirt. That gets all the way to the backstop. Here comes Anthony Berger. And now the ball gets away. It's just going around the infield. Lawrence finally grabs it, but not before the 10th run comes across the plate. And not before Kyle Christensen gets all the way around to third base. So an error does him in. As now Kyle Christensen stands in there with a 2-0 count. And that's a called strike. 2-1. But now over at third base is Kyle Berger. And that gets all the way to the backstop, but Berger's not going this time. Nine nothing. At least that's what the scoreboard says. And there's a walk. So Kay Christensen will step up to the plate. And with one out, we have first and third now. Kay Christensen takes strike one. A double play would certainly help the cause here if you're a Crusaders fan. That's down low. 1-1. The 1-1, way inside. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss, fouled. 2-2. Now a bit of a conversation between Kay Christensen and the coach. Foul back and out of play. We'll keep it at 2-2. Down low. 3-2. In danger of loading him up here with only one out. Haynes fires the 3-2. It's outside. Ball 4. So, bases are now loaded. And only one away. Here in the 6th inning, back to the top of the order with Armentrout. And continues to be a thorn in the flesh to St. Mary's. Haynes will fire the first one to Armentrout. It misses. 1-0. The next one's up high. 2-0. Nowhere to put Armentrout, as there's a Bruin at every base. There's inside 3-0. That's ball 4, and that'll walk in for sure now. The 10th run. As Kyle Berger crosses the plate, Kyle Christensen moves to third. Kate Christensen moves to second. And Armentrout trots along to first base on the base on balls. And now we have another long conference. Let's see what St. Mary's decides to do here, as there's a bit of a discussion going on. Sports leagues and activities for the entire family are coming your way from the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. It's time to sign up now for summer fun. Go to playmedford.com, where you'll find the Coach Pistol Softball Camp, July 12th through the 14th, led by the SOU National Champion Coach and players. You'll also find junior golf lessons and USTA youth tennis programs, along with all your other favorites. Visit playmedford.com to register today. So the conference is over. Haynes is out there. Scoreboard's adjusting itself to 10. And Shu takes, well, I thought he took ball 1, but maybe not. So here's the pitch, and it hit him. So that's going to drive in another run and make it 11-0. That'll get Kyle Christensen across the plate. Kate Christensen around to third base. Armentrout to second. And Shu stands on first after being hit by the pitch. Still have bases loaded. And only one out. Deshaun is at the plate. The 9th batter to come to the plate this inning. He'll pop one straight up. Nobody's going to get, oh, there it is, right there, he's got it. Firing him back in, but that's going to score one more run, as grabbing that right there in front of us was Shunk. But that's going to score another run. That gets Kate Christensen in. And it also moves Armentrout down to third base. Shu stays put. So 2 out. And McCollum is back up. He started the inning off with a double. Now the scoreboard tells me there's 13. Okay. That's what I thought the first time, but they convinced me I was wrong. 13-0. Following the scoreboard. There's another line drive. It's going to get down. Yes, it's going to go all the way. It's going to be picked up. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. 1 run will score. I was watching the ball and not all of the players. And scoring on that was Armin Trout. Going only as far as second base was Shue. And standing at first base with a single is McCollum. So first and second, at least you have 2 outs. And it's strike 1 to Andrew Berger, who also has already come around and scored in this inning. Hey, he'll take strike 1, 1-1. Make it 0-2, excuse me. 0-2. I heard Shunk say just 1 more. I thought, huh? But he's right. 0-2. Haynes steps off. Now back on. And there's a grounder. That's going to be taken by Russo. Nope, it's going to get by Russo. Out the left field. And Andrew Berger stands at first base. And the bases are loaded with 2 out. Haynes steps off again. Stepping up to the plate is number 4, Hunter Howell. He's batting apparently in place of Kyle Berger, and he swings it, misses it, strike 1, the left-hander. He looks at ball 1, 1-1. Trying to figure out who number 22 is for Brookings Harbor. There's always one player that doesn't have the number that we have. We were always wondering about. And so he's it for today, I guess. It's a 2-1 count now to Howell. That's fouled away. There's a strike, a swing and a miss, and that will be the 3rd out. So what that means right now for St. Mary's is they're going to have to come up with at least 5 runs to keep this thing going as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And the John L. Scott scoreboard reads, Brookings Harbor 14. St. Mary's nothing. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
And I welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. As you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard, as we head to the bottom of the sixth, it's a 14-0 lead for the Brookings Harbor Bruins over the St. Mary's Crusaders. They have a new pitcher out on the mound for Brookings Harbor, waiting for the catcher to get his gear back on. But I have to tell you that our contest roster doesn't let us know who it is, so number 22 is now pitching. Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford. Hope you are enjoying today's game. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaresouthernoregon.com to learn how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can help your vision needs. So, we got a long time out here as we wait for the catcher to get ready to go. And maybe. I think they're going to start some warm-up pitches. Quite a break here in the. Well, I'll tell you what, it's quite a long break. So we're going to take another short break, and we'll be right back after this on TableRockSports.net.
In the Navy for 4 years. I went in for education, employment, and travel, and the Navy gave me all of that. I have medical appointments out of the VA DOM. It's a big blessing to us veterans to have transportation, to be able to get out into the community and get involved. I have a cart and do my grocery shopping. When it's loaded, they lower the ramp for me so I can get it on the bus. Now more than ever, I think RVTD is the bus company with a heart.
And we welcome you back to St. Mary's High School, where Ethan Orman is the pitcher out on the mound for Brookings Harbor. And he tosses strike one. To Johnson. Johnson looks at the next one down low, 1-1. Lots and lots of runs needed here by St. Mary's to keep this game going. That one's down low. 2-1. Orman, a lefty. He didn't have much warm-up time in the bullpen. And that's going to be popped up. And Christensen will take it in shallow right field. Well, one away. Kyle Christensen. Too many Christensens out. One thing about having all Christensen out in the right field, you just say Christensen's under it, and you're going to be right. It's one of them. Brings up Aldridge. with one out. St. Mary's needing something to happen. There is ball one, just barely from our angle. Orman hangs his left arm way down, then he comes stretch to the stretch. He comes a complete halt, as if there's somebody on base. And then he throws 2-0. But it's a long, lengthy process. It's a lot of time for him between pitches. There was when he was warming up, even. That's swung on and sent out to left field, foul. 2-1. A 2-1, grounded foul again. Make it 2-2. 301 down the right field line. If you go right down the right field line, 385 or 335 out to the alley in right center. 310 down the left field line are the dimensions here at this at St. Mary's. As that next pitch misses, and we go to a full count at 3-2. Aldridge is ready. Orman comes set. And the 3-2 is swung on. Being chased, and right there to grab it is Armitrout. 2 down. And nobody on. That brings up Haynes, who sent one to left field that was caught. Popped up to the pitcher. And looking to keep this going. That's inside. 1-0. That's down low. 2-0. The 2-0 is inside. 3-0. See if Haynes gets permission to swing at this and try to drive it somewhere if it looks like it's a good pitch to hit. Indeed, and he fouled it. 3-1. And that's ball 4. So with 2 outs, Haynes finds his way to first base. St. Mary's has a base runner with 2 out. In need of runs and runs and more runs right now. Shunk comes to the plate. And he'll foul number 1 back over the backstop. And that gets away from the catcher. And so Haynes will take second. 1-1. As Shunk tries to get Haynes all the way back to the home plate, and Orman steps off. And we'll do it all over again. Pass down in the dirt. And that was a good block that time by McCullum. Haynes didn't have any chance of advancing on that one. That's inside. 3-1. And likewise, we'll see if Shunk gets permission to swing away here. He does, and fouls it, third base side. 3-2. The Crusaders find themselves down to the final out, final strike. Orman delivers, fouled at the plate. We'll do it again. Three-two, fouled back. We'll do it one more time. The 3-2 again. Foul one more time. All going over the backstop. St. Mary's trying to stay alive here. Strike three called, and that, I believe, will end the game. But we'll find out here. That looks like they're going to say that's a final. And so, we'll make it a final on the John L. Scott scoreboard. As we do, we look at the scoreboard and we see that it reads Brookings Harbor 14, St. Mary's nothing in 6 innings. We'll be back with the My Circle K powered by GP Energy post-game show right after this as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
In RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone.
Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school to Phoenix and Talent because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to St. Mary's and the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week as Brookings Harbor wins this one 14-0 in 6 innings, and it was all Brookings Harbor, obviously, by the score. They scored 2 in the first to get things underway. They scored another 3 in the second. It was a quick 5-0 game, and added one more on in the third, 6-0. And all of a sudden, they put 2 on. It was 8-0, and they scored 6 more in the 6th inning to make it a 14-0 victory, as not a whole lot went right for St. Mary's in this particular game. We're going to be back with Game 2. It'll start somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes from now, And we'll be looking forward to seeing what happens and if St. Mary's can recover from this one. A final look at the John L. Scott scoreboard shows that it reads Brookings Harbor 14, St. Mary's nothing. We would like to thank you for joining today's broadcast. We'd like to thank St. Mary's High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard is 14-0. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. The executive producer is Joe Brett. With Chris Campbell, I'm Terry Ross saying thanks for watching and good night from St. Mary's High School in Oregon. Although, don't go away. We will be back with Game 2.